Hello Stampers, my name is Linda Bedinger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I'd like to show you how I made this card. Now, what I wanted to demonstrate with this card is, I think the card is great. I think it's gorgeous. It took me less than 5 minutes to design and make this card. And so I thought I would show, when you have paper as beautiful as we have in our designer series paper packages, how it can make it so simple for you. So we're going to put this card together and we're going to start right at the beginning and do the whole thing together, and we'll see just how long it takes me to do this. And I'm working with scraps and I'm working with just some odd pieces. So I'm going to start by cutting my paper to a standard size card, and 8.5 by 5.5, and then I'm just going to score the card. Then I'm going to take, I have some scrap of some old olive, and I need a piece that is 4 inches. So there's my 4 inches by 5 1/4. So we're going to cut that out. And then I need a piece of the designer series paper, and I have a sheet here, and I need that piece to be 3 3/4 by 5. And here I have then the essence of the card that we need to make. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish this card base, this very vanilla card base, and I'm going to adhere these two pieces together. I mean, that is all the decoration the front of this card needs, just because the paper is so beautiful. And it's done all of the work for you. So when you're in a hurry and need something, you know, you take advantage of the fact that you've got a little bit of this beautiful paper. This is from the Whole Lot of Lovely Designer Series paper pack. I'm also using some of the shimmer ribbon that's out this time. And I'm just going to cut a little piece here that I need for my card. And you'll see I've kind of put that up, oh, I'd say 3/4 the way along on this piece of paper. Let me lay down a little bit of snail here. And then we'll lay this across. The shimmer ribbon is so pretty, and it comes in a couple of different colors. I think it's kind of fun. This, and I had just gotten this black and wanted to do something with it, so I decided that maybe what I'll do is post a couple of really super simple cards to show how fast and easy this can be done. Well, that's all I need for that, and so that piece can now, got a little bit of a rough edge there, take that off. This piece can now be adhered to the card front, and here we have that part of the card done. All right, now what we need is this banner set up, and what I did was I cut a piece of paper, the old olive, just a tidge under 2 inches, and I used my triple banner punch to put that in and get that punched so that I have my banner tail here. And then I have piece of scrap of the black, and I want that to come in and give me a little margin. So if I cut that just a little under 2, I'm going to cut this just a little under 1 3/4, and I'm going to run that also through my banner punch, and I'm going to center this between, because this top layer is set up to do banner tail on a 2-inch piece of paper. So push it all the way to the back and feel it back against the back, and with enough margin on either side, and cut that tail. Now these two pieces here, the tails match perfectly. And so now what I have to do is figure out how long I want my banner piece. And what I've got here is I set this one up, and I did a little offset, but I'm not doing that on this one. This banner is 3 3/4 inches long. So I'm going to set this at 3 3/4 and cut this piece off. And then I want these banners to nest. So I'm going to set this one at 3 and about a little over 3 1/2. And that's all. Well, I need my trimmer for one more thing, but for now, so now I've got these nesting banners. And what I'm going to do is just use a little snail on the back. I guess that's out. So let me see where I've got another roll of snail here. And I'm just going to set some snail down on the back of this banner and center it on this banner. And there we go. Now I'm going to add a few dimensionals. This banner down right here at the top of the designer series paper. Now, the other thing I need is a little piece of very vanilla scrap and my archival black ink, and this stamp says "Life looks beautiful on you." I love this stamp, and this is from the set Beautiful You, which is a 2-stamp set, and this is the stamp right here, "Life looks beautiful on you." And it could say celebrate, it could say thank you, it could say any number of things. I'm going to put the image down here, and I'm going to use my 1 3/8 inch punch and come along and cut out that sentiment. Put my ink away, and then the only thing I did ahead of time was that I then went to one of the layering circles here, and I went to the scalloped one. So if this is the smallest, it's 1, 2, 3, the third smallest that I went to, and I cut that out of designer series paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this. I'm going to center it on this piece, and I'm going to add it again with just glue onto my card. And there I have my card. Now let me get a few of these things out of the way all of these extra pieces. And that's all the stamping I'm doing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in my ribbon and make a bow, just a little simple bow here. And this ribbon ties beautifully. It's really nice. And I'm going to trim off those edges. And I'm going to add 3 glue dots to this bow, 1 on the knot and 1 on each of the loops of the bow. So 1 on this side and got a glue dot stuck to me here, and 1 on this other side. And I'm going to take that bow and I'm going to place it right down here on the bottom of my banner. I've got some runaway glue dot there. And so there is the outside of my card. Then what I did was I took my trimmer again, and on a piece of the Designer Series paper, I cut a strip that was a 1/2 inch long, and then I made it 5 1/4 so that I would have a little margin all the way around on the inside. And then on the inside of my card, I took my strip of Designer Series paper and added some snail and put this so that I had a little bit of a margin all the way down. And there, that is all there is to that pretty card. And I don't know exactly how long it took me. I'll find out when I edit the video, but it couldn't have taken very long. And here it is. It's beautiful. It's something I'm proud to send out to somebody, and it was really simple and easy. And so one of the things I'll try to do over the near term is to add some cards that are like this, where we'll start from start to finish and make something that's just beautiful, yet very simple and fast. I think that's a lovely project, and thanks so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I have a really exciting project coming up in the next week or so. I'm making a stationery box. This is part of the paper that I'm using, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So you want to stay tuned and not miss that video when it comes out. The prize draw for this month is 3 packages of Designer Series paper, the Daisy Delight paper, this, which is from the Whole Lot of Lovely paper, and then a package of paper called Naturally Eclectic. So this is from a prize draw from anybody that puts in an order with me during the month. At the end of the month, I draw that, and I'll send that paper out to whoever wins that prize draw. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.